What's going on, boys and girls from across the world? It's your man Mikey coming at you with your How To Tuesday, and today I'm going to teach you some ways to avoid texting injuries. Now, when I say injuries, I'm not talking anything that may happen suddenly, like in a CrossFit class or a contact sport, but these are injuries that usually occur from overdoing something. Things like texting thumb, which is probably one of the most common injuries seen by medical professionals these days, and that happens when there's usually inflammation, swelling, or pain around the thumb's tendons. And of course, when it goes into that repetitive motion causing the inflammation, we know that that is also called tendonitis. But because there are so many tendons throughout the fingers and the palm, it's not only our thumbs that we risk it happening to, it's our hands as a whole if we end up on our phones too much. So that's something you got to be mindful of. Arthritis is another inflammatory condition, but this one hits our joints. And even though texting won't cause arthritis, it definitely doesn't help it either. Carpal tunnel syndrome, another very common one, not just on the phones, but on the keyboards as well too. That's caused by a pinched nerve in the wrist. And when that medium nerve is compressed, the symptoms can include numbness, tingling in the hand, or basically weakness. Neck pain and eye strain when we're looking down, staring at our phone so long, it's not good for us. We build up poor posture. A lot of these things can affect us in the long run. Now that we know the potential risks and signs to look for when we're texting and over texting, what is the best way we can avoid these injuries? Well, the most obvious one is to try and take breaks. Set limits on how much you actually need to use your phone, or instead try talk to text. Just don't be one of those people talking like, mad loud in a public setting, because nobody needs to hear about you and your mom's weekend plans. Another tip is to switch your hands. Become a little ambidextrous. If you're right-handed, try using your left hand. Not only will this save you from overuse, but hey, you may build up a new skill that you never knew you had. Third tip, make sure you get the right fit for your phone. Don't get one of those gargantuan ones and then try to text all the way across to the other side of the screen. The last thing for your posture, keep your phone upright. I know we mentioned this in the Friday Fit tip, but you want to make sure that you're not straining your neck to look down. Those are some of the best ways to avoid it. Now, let's say you're already feeling the injuries and now you're looking for ways to counter those injuries. Stretching is always going to be your best bet. So the 3 stretches I want to show you is, first one, just bring your hands out like so, like you're about to get some good receiving. And you're just going to flip your palms up and down. And if it's possible, try to rotate in even more than just facing up and facing down. And then a nice little wrist roll also helps too. Another one, pull the fingers back. I actually did a class for a bunch of business workers where this was their favorite stretch, hands down. Everyone said, they're like, yo, that hamstring stretch was great. Those hip stretches were great, but bro, this is the one I need low key. So pull those fingers back. The last one I want to give you is when it comes to the thumb. Try pushing your thumb back a little bit just to give it some flexibility, but more importantly, treat it like a joystick, going clockwise and counterclockwise. Again, just so it's not in the same repetitive motion, right? We want to switch things up a little bit, keep the joints lubricated, keep the tendons guessing so that they don't get overworked. Just like we all know, whenever we're worked and we're caught doing the same thing over and over again, it wears us out. So treat your body the same way that you would treat yourself. So there you have it, friends. Try to be mindful for overuse, stretch those fingers, and if you found this video helpful, give it a like, comment, or share it with someone you love. I'll see you next Tuesday for the next How To. Peace.